Well, welcome everybody. Happy hump day. I'm so excited that you all decided to share your evenings with us. And I'm just so grateful that all of you could be on right now. The biggest thing that everyone is on this call for right now is because they all have a bigger vision for your lives. You guys wouldn't be on this call right now if you were just super complacent, really content with where you are in life. You have a bigger dream, and every single girl that you're about to hear from tonight is going to seriously speak to your heartstrings because I know they inspire the heck out of me. And so I know for myself, I was 19 years old when I decided to go full-time travelpreneur, entrepreneur, working online. And I always saw people on Instagram doing that, but I had no idea how it was actually possible. But I just knew the vision that I had for my life, and I was willing to settle for nothing less. And I'm convinced that that's how I am where I am right now. And this is the beginning for all you guys too, to just dream bigger and see that something is possible for you to possibly live that life too. So I was 19 years old. I was, I loved health, but I had a lot of health issues. I was sick all the time. My hair never would grow. My skin literally had no glow in it. I Googled, why does my skin look dead? And I was taking iron supplements because I thought it would help, and obviously did not. I worked out at the gym all the time, but I always had so much bloat. I always had so much inflammation. I always had such low energy. And I knew there was something missing in my health. And so when I got introduced to, what we're all loving sharing now, my health literally went to the next level. And it's so cool because it's literally just food. And I could totally get behind that. I was never someone who was about supplements, who was about quick fads, diets, cleanses. I know it all looks really cool and really hype on Instagram, but in the reality and the grand scheme of what your body's going to be like 10 years from now, it all comes down to living a healthy lifestyle. So for me, getting to watch my health transform, it's literally fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's actually the most nutritionally researched product in the planet for the past 30 years, but it's better than fresh pressed juice. So the company took the concept of cold pressed juice and they took that technology and they made it even better because it doesn't have the sugar in it and it has 30 raw vine ripened fruits, veggies, and berries, better than organic because organic can have up to 37% pesticides, which is kind of alarming. Vine ripened, picked at the peak of ripeness. And why that's a big deal is because our bodies are totally void of whole food nutrition. We might get all the, there's not a vitamin, and whole foods are so different. The 5 milligrams of vitamin C that you could get from an apple are so much more absorbed into your body than a 1,500 milligram vitamin C supplement. And it just goes to show you there's a difference, there's a disconnect. And it's not about vitamin C, vitamin A. It's about all the little phytochemicals that literally make your skin glow, your hair glow, your body work better. And so for me, I just saw the proof in the pudding that I haven't had a cold in 4 years. And I've been able to transform my health through adopting healthier habits, through an amazing program called Shred 10, where it's not about, doing some crazy cleanse. It's really about flooding your body with everything it needs and going without. So anyways, I just really could get behind this. And when you're looking for, a business, a job, something to align yourself with, you want it to be a need. And there's certain things that just are not needs in this world that people are selling their soul to just make a quick buck or to be able to live the life of their dreams, but they're not really passionate about what they're doing. And also I needed to really align with my values. And something that I'm excited about. And here I'm 4 years later, I literally am ridiculously excited every day about what I get to do. How I get behind this, because fruits and vegetables are a need. I can totally align myself with the values of this company, how it's a mission driven. It's about helping other people. It's about inspiring healthy living around the world. And it really gives me the vehicle to not only chase my dreams, but I literally get to empower hundreds of other women to do the exact same thing. And that's exactly what I've done for 4 years. And I know a lot of companies can say that they can provide that, but I don't know a lot that can actually back it up with real life people who are doing it. And so for me, it's speaking volumes to me that I'm 24 years old and I've been with the same company for almost 5 years now. And I really can't imagine ever working for anyone else. Like, I feel like the luckiest girl in the world every single day. And what I've got to do, besides take my health to the next level, besides really feel like I actually have a grasp on what it means to have a healthy lifestyle, despite traveling, despite enjoying a healthy social life and learning that balance. But I've also been able to live like the lifestyle of my dreams and help other women do the same. I was able to fly across the country within 8 hours, decide to move to California, move up to South Lake Tahoe, how I broke my wrist snowboarding because I could do that on a Tuesday afternoon, and still work my business from the ER and know that my body's going to heal super quick because I'm flooding it at a cellular level. And so I make more than a full-time income. I make more than most of my peers, literally just working a few hours a day as I'm hiking, as I'm in the car on a road trip, as I'm waiting at a terminal. I love traveling. And to me, I just refuse to settle for a career that wouldn't empower me, give me passion, and that I felt like I was just settling for. And I think all of you on this call are worth so much more than to ever settle. And whether it's with this company, whether it's another, I just want you guys to hear that there is a way, and it's actually real, and it's actually possible, and real girls are doing it. Just to inspire you to dream bigger for your own life. So I'm going to pass it to my girl, Emily Kozlowski, who's one of my best friends. And I just get so grateful. I get to work with such empowering women every day to make me a better person. So I'll pass the mic to her.
Thanks, Lainey. I love that. I love your silver lining on like, I broke my wrist because I get to. But I always see you just like snowboarding and living just the Tahoe life. I love it. And you just touched on so many points that just gets me fired up. And the thing that stood out to me the most was like really having passion and purpose behind your work. I think a lot of us could, Lainey and I both graduated with a degree in marketing and advertising. And I think a lot of us could go find a job that pays well, but it's going to be those golden handcuffs that don't really give you a lot of time freedom. And you might have some finances, but you don't have the freedom to do anything with that. And are you really loving what you're doing at the end of the day? So my journey started 4 years ago with this opportunity. And just like Lainey said, the product that we partner with, the company that we partner with, made complete sense to me. My health journey took a complete turnaround and I stopped getting sick. I haven't been on antibiotics in over 5 years. And so I'm really grateful for that. And it just made complete sense for me to partner with a company and an opportunity that I was excited about and I was passionate about. I wanted to wake up on a Monday morning excited about what I was doing. And the more I do this, the more I just realize that this time on earth is so temporary. And just like, what legacy are we leaving? And so my journey started 4 years ago, rewind a little bit. And it really wasn't until I started, working this part-time in college, but it wasn't really until I graduated that I decided to go all in and work this opportunity full-time. And so I think the most rewarding thing is seeing all of you guys on the call tonight just hungry for more, even if it's starting somewhere. I just remember where I was 4 years ago and comparing that life to where I am today. I'm so grateful that I said yes. Even when I had no idea what I was doing, I surrounded myself with, like-minded people who believed in me more than I believed in myself. And I think that's really the power that we have here. And just being on this call tonight, we all support each other. We're all coming from different cities and different, states. And just the fact that we're all just hungry for more. All of our journeys look completely different, but it's just so awesome that we get to do this together. And so I'm 24 years old as well. And Lainey and I have such a similar story. And I am self-employed. I did graduate with a degree in marketing and advertising, but I do have the ability to create my own schedule, travel whenever I want, say yes to things more often. And it's just the beginning. So if there's any time to say yes to an opportunity like this, now is the time. It's just so amazing just to see the momentum that we have. And I just love that we can connect here on Wednesdays and inspire you guys just to take that step. And it is scary. It's scary to go out of your comfort zone and do something different. But I always like to say that I walked away from normal, and it has been so rewarding. So I encourage you guys just to have an open heart as you hear some other stories tonight. And I am just really grateful for you guys being on the call tonight. I'm actually going to pass it on to my friend Sarah. She's up in Michigan, I believe. So Sarah, take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much, Emily. I love your story so much. You're always such a big inspiration to me. So thank you so much for having me on this call. I am so grateful and lucky to work with these amazing ladies. Like, these are some of the best people I have met in my life. And I am just inspired every single day. So I've been with this company for just over 2 years now. And I actually approached my friend who was a personal trainer. And I was at a point in my life where I was feeling overworked, underpaid, working silly hours. And I realized, like, okay, the real world isn't all that it's cracked up to be. There has to be more. Like, it made me sad to think that this is it. And so I was at that place where I was kind of looking, and my friend who was a personal trainer as well, she was off playing in Nashville, which is my favorite city. And she was like, oh, I'm working in my favorite city, getting people healthier. And I was like, what in the world? Like, how are you traveling to Nashville, getting paid? Like, I need to know. So I approached her and we went to a coffee shop, and she showed me everything about these amazing products. And I actually went to school for science. I have my degree in science and kinesiology, and she showed me these products, and I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, this is amazing. Like, I don't know how I haven't run across this before. Being a health professional, I had been approached by so many different things. And if I didn't want to put it in my body, if I didn't approve of that nutrition label, how could I ever tell the people I cared about to take it? And this was one thing, because it's literally just spinach and kale and beets that I could totally get behind. I knew I needed it in my life as well. So honestly, it just started off fun. I was enjoying the energy boost. I could finally grow out my hair for the first time in my life. All these like little changes. And I was sharing it with my friends and family and my clientele, earning a great chunk of income. I was able to pay my rent with this. And then I got invited to go to Phoenix. And I'm so excited. We're going to Phoenix again together in a couple weeks here. And it's like my 2-year anniversary. And I realized what I had in my hands was huge. Not only was I surrounded by the most amazing people in the world, but I realized I could have a full benefits package, like the same as any other Fortune 500 company in America. And I just realized, like, my success doesn't have to be up to somebody else. It doesn't have to be up to my boss, where I was at a ceiling at my personal training job. My success was in my own hands, and there's no ceiling. I could make whatever I wanted. I could help as many people as I wanted all over the globe. And a light bulb just went off, and I was like, this is it. This is the more that I've been dying to find. I found it, and I was scared, but I just dove in and ran with it and trusted the process. And fast forward 2 years later, here I am. I'm getting to say no to things that I don't want to do and yes to things that I do want to do. I still train because I absolutely love it. I love training, but I get to go in at 8, 9, or 10, or 11 in the morning, not 4, 5, or 6. And I get to work however late I want to. I don't have to work till 7, 8, or 9 p.m. at night. So I have those choices now, and I'm just forever grateful for this business. And I was just so nervous and so sad. And if you guys feel like you are in the same place, I just encourage you to just be open-minded and just know that this is your permission slip to dive into, and you are in control of your life. And there is ways to go around that 9 to 5. Like, you are in control. It's up to you, and it's in your hands. And if you see this as an opportunity, I would take hold of it. I would contact the person. I've been doing this for 2 years now, who invited you to this call, because they invited you for a reason, because they care about you. And just to go with it. I encourage you to take that leap of faith and just see where it goes, because I promise you, you have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it off to my friend Casey.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. I love, love, love that story. I don't know if I've ever heard your story, so thank you so much. That was amazing. So yeah, hi everyone. I'm Casey. I'm 25. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. So Sarah, whenever you come to Nashville, we need to get together. So my whole journey with this kind of started like 15 years ago. So my mom actually got our family started on these products 15 years ago. So I was lucky enough to grow up like taking these products over half my life, which is amazing because it's done amazing things for my health. I think I've been on like 2 prescriptions or antibiotics in 15 years. So it's just done amazing things health-wise, but it also planted a seed in me at a really young age, just like this love for nutrition and wanting to help other people in the same way. And so I, turning 18, I just like followed the path, like what we consider normal. And I went to college and I got involved in the dietetics program, which I just thought was like the end all be all to what I wanted to do. And I quickly learned that it was not. And it was for many, many different reasons. But I stuck it out for 3 years, even though I knew like in my gut that that's not really what I wanted to do. And it wasn't really for me. And I stayed in that for 3 years because again, like that's what society tells us to do is like go to college, graduate, get a degree, get a job. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing necessarily. It just was not right for me. And I just found myself after 3 years thinking like there had to be a different way to like do life. And so I dropped out of college after 3 years, which is something that I never thought I would ever do. And that was just kind of when everything changed for me. So I found another program that I really loved, and it was more like, along my, I don't know, it aligned with my beliefs a little bit more. But even after that, my director was like, well, you're going to have to start your own business. And I was, I think like 20 or 21 at the time. I had no money. I had no idea about starting a business. I didn't know about any of that. And I was just in this place where I felt totally stuck. I had no like idea what direction to go. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And this just kind of fell into my lap, honestly. Like it had been there for a while. I just didn't see it as the vehicle to take me like where I wanted to go. And so I just like took a leap of faith out of like really kind of desperation and like not knowing what else to do. So if that's you, just know that that's okay. And just take a step, like just keep taking a step. That's all you have to do. You don't have to like see the entire path. And so I just took a step and I like jumped into this. And now it's been a little over 4 years. I do this full time and it's amazing. It gives me like the total package of freedom, like the health freedom, time freedom, financial freedom to really create my own life and design my life the way that I want to live it. And so it's just been so amazing. And it gives me hope and excitement, like looking forward into my future. And just like being able to dream, when I look forward. So it's just the best thing ever. So I am going to hand it back to Lainey and just have her wrap us up. Thank you guys for being on and just letting me share my story.
Okay, I think Lainey's computer just died. She just texted me. So we're gonna roll with this. Julia, if you're on and you want to share your quick story, I don't know if you're available too.
Yes, I am here. I can totally. Oh, she's back on. Do you want me to share?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just say really quickly, my family was introduced to this 14 years ago. And, just totally made sense to my mom. The product was a no-brainer, completely transformed our health. No, similar to Casey, no antibiotics in 13 years. It got me off my ADHD meds. And my story is really similar to Casey's, actually, because my mom and my sister have been in this business for a long time. And I graduated from college. I quickly found myself working, 4 jobs, nannying, waitressing, gardening, and who knows what else I was doing. Just working crazy hours. And at the end of the month, I still had no money and no time to enjoy myself. So I was really at this, daunting crossroads of like, okay, what do I want my life to look like? I got really serious. And what I wanted for my life is, travel and financial freedom, and to not have to worry about, going out to dinner or getting my nails done or going to visit my friends or my family, and just, being able to be my own boss and design my schedule. All of these things I wanted just really aligned with what this business could give me. And so similar to Casey, I just kind of jumped in. I took that leap, and, this business just turned out to be so different than what I expected in just so many ways. It has pushed me to, dedicate myself to personal growth and self-care and caring about others and just really making a difference in this world. And there's not enough of that going on right now. And this is the vehicle to do that. So I just strongly urge you to just take a look at this, because it has just been the most incredible experience of my life. And I know that all these girls on this call feel the same way. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Lainey.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you for popping in there. Some technical difficulties. But, I just love hearing all these girls stories. I work with these girls every day. I get to be filled up by them, inspired by them every day, and I'm still so affected every Wednesday. It's literally my favorite day of the week. And I just hope that you're leaving this call just inspired. And, if maybe this could be something for you. Maybe you're passionate about health. Maybe you're not passionate about what you're currently doing. Maybe you are passionate about what you're doing, but it's just not like covering it financially, and you just need a little extra money at the end of the month, at the end of the money. And so I just want to give you permission, just like Emma said, this could be that thing for you. And I just think it's so incredible that in 2018, you can have your own business for just $50 a year. That's literally all it costs. There's no quotas, there's no minimums, there's no have-tos, there's just get-tos, and a whole incredible community of women who are there to support you, inspire you, and hold your hand along the way. I think it's so cool that some of the girls you've listened to, so Casey, who you listen to, is Emily's mentor. So Emily didn't go into this alone. She had Casey and everyone else around her to lift her up and show her the ropes of how to do this. She didn't have to come into this being an expert, being a rock star, knowing how to do everything. She's gotten to grow with it and learn as she goes. And, Sarah, I've gotten to be Sarah's, mentor along the way as well. It's just been so amazing, the people you get to partner with. And you get your own virtual franchise. That's what this business is. It's the Juice Plus company. It's a virtual franchise. It's a 50-year-old company. It's not just a flash in the pan, and it's just about real food. Something I can totally get behind, and just inspiring healthy living. And they just happen to have the most science-proven way to help people do that using fruits and vegetables, which is such a duh to me. Like, I've always just thought of this product as a duh from the moment I heard of it. So maybe you're thinking, I really need to get my health in a better direction, or I know that my health is not where it could be and I just really want to take it to the next level. Get with who introduced you to this, who invited you to this call, because they care about you and they care about your health and your well-being and your DNA, and they want you to be better. And if you're thinking, wow, this sounds amazing, I don't know if I could do it, but I sure as heck want to give it a shot. This sounds like almost too good to be true, but maybe it's not if all these girls have been doing it for 4 years. Again, I encourage you, this community is ready to welcome you with open arms. And for $50, why the heck not? That's what I thought. I had no idea what I was saying yes to when I was 19 years old. I just knew it sounded awesome, and I had a gut feeling that this could be a good thing. And I literally just jumped with it, and it was the best decision and $50 I ever spent in my life. I've spent a lot more stupid $50 in my life. So I just really encourage you, if something's resonating with you, there's a reason why. There's a reason why you're on this call. Do not let your fears get in the way. Do not let those negative voices in your head telling you that this can never happen to you get in the way. Shut those up. Get with who invited you to this call, and really just have an open heart and an open mind to what your future could look like. So I'm so grateful that all of you could just join us tonight. I hope you're leaving with just something, whether it's inspiration, whether it's a plan to get out of your soul-sucking job or whatever it is. I just am really grateful that you were on this call because it was for a reason. So have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you guys later. Night.